Are some desires inappropriate in that they're just too big?
No desire is inappropriate, but sometimes you are far enough from vibrational harmony with it that there is too big of a crevasse for comfort between where you are and where it is. But that's the old Phoenix Yuma thing that we were talking about. As long as you are softly keeping your eye on your goal and you are not demanding that it yield to you right now, then it all works very nicely. We think it is wonderful when you want things that you're not yet a vibrational match to, because that assures your continual unfoldment. Here is the way of putting it. You want your goal to be big enough that it inspires you, and real enough that it turns you on, and not so big that it conjures doubt and pessimism, which is resistance. So you have to individually find that place. In time, you will reach the place where no goal is too big. In time, you will understand anything that you want is yours. Anything.
Thank you, Abraham.
Yes, indeed.
Hi, Abraham. I've been a high school teacher for 8 years, and through the last couple of years have worked on training teachers and leading workshops all throughout the country, and it's been totally exhilarating, so much so that it's moved into a full-time occupation, and I'm in the developing stages. And all summer long, I led workshops that were just so life-giving to me. I loved the energy of the groups, and everything was wonderful, and I felt the expansion of it and the excitement of what was about to come as the school year unfolded. So the summer ended, and I hit now a time where I'm not as busy. I'm in the planning stages. I don't see it as I'm trying to reach some goal. It's going to keep continuing and continuing, and I'm always going to be looking forward to more things. But now that I'm in this slow down planning stage, every once in a while I get a little bit stuck with trying to always work from inspiration and knowing where I'm pushing a little too hard action-wise.
Here is the thing that we really want you to hear. When you're interacting with a group of people who have desires that their life experience has inspired, and they're asking for something that you have access to, as they summon it through you, it is really a wonderful feeling. In other words, the clarity is growing. You felt the expansion. You could feel the co-creating experience. In other words, when you have somebody bouncing off of you and they are in vibrational alignment or even close proximity to you, it is such a delicious experience. And so what you're really wanting to do is keep anticipating that more and more of that is coming. Now, if you will relax and accept that you are a vortex through which this wisdom flows, and understand that there are millions of teachers out there that want to know what you want, you will literally be able to feel their asking, and you will feel the exhilaration as the answer flows through you. And what you begin to notice is that when the questions are really coming strong, the answers come strong too. And when the questions are coming not so strong, then the answers come less strong. And so just say to yourself, I'm really good at this, and I love it when the energy flows. And this is the phase where I sort of kick back, where I reflect on what's happened, where I feel appreciation for all that's been achieved, where I stabilize about where I am, and then where I reach for what is next.
So now, specifically like on a daily basis, because right now, I have a workshop on Monday, but then I'll have a couple days where it's my time to do what I want to do, and I'll wake up and I'll enjoy, having this time to myself and anticipating what's to come, and I'll feel inspiration to make a contact to somebody to start setting up a next stage, and I'll make that call, and then I don't get to talk to them, and I have to leave a message, and I have to wait for them to call back, and I get a little stuck there.
You offered very accurate words earlier when you talked about trying to make it happen.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
There's a big difference between following the inspiration and trying to make something happen, and you just have to find your place in that. In other words, you can feel which feels better. When you go to make the call, ask yourself, does this feel like the right time? And if it doesn't feel like the right time, don't make the call. In other words, don't push the noodle. say, I'm going to operate from inspiration rather than from motivation. I'm just going to relax here, and I'm going to find something else. There is something that happens with so many of you where you have oriented yourself to believe that you've got to be making things happen all the time. And we would like to sort of perform a lobotomy, not really, but we would like to help you to discover, and these words will help as you begin to offer them on a regular basis. I'm no longer trying to make things happen. I've decided to allow things to happen, or I've decided to let things happen. Jerry's words to Esther are, let's stop fixing and start savoring. And it's in the same idea. It's rather than trying to make something happen because it's not happening fast enough, I'm going to reflect on what has been happening and revel in how far I've come. And in that vibrational attitude, then you allow more things to happen. You have enough things lined up to keep you happily busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes. There's no shortage of energy pulling through you. And the discord that you are feeling is about your resistance, and we think your resistance is about your feeling like you need to make it happen more. Now, we've stirred this up. Feel with us and tell us, what is that emotion? What's that emotion that's rumbling there? What does that feel like?
It coming down from the excitement a little bit, and
it's that,
not really, like I want more.
It is that, but
Okay.
it's something else. What is the emotion that says, I need to make this happen? There are people out there waiting. There are fish to fry and things to do. And what
There's
is
a
that?
little frustration
What
with the
else?
people.
What
Just
else?
the
It's a deeper
interactions.
emotion
Okay.
than that. What is it? I've got to justify my existence.
Yeah, there's a little.
There's this
But I don't want to feel that way.
But it is there. It's
there
this
is a little bit of
deservability
that.
thing that I've got to make this happen, and I've got to make my mark, and I've got to find the way. Especially, here it is. Here it is. It's right at it. I have to be the example of it. I teach it. I must be the example of it. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you feel that? I got to live what I teach. I got to walk my walk. I got to talk my talk. So how do you describe that? Is it deservability? Is it accountability? What is that emotion? I've got to prove my worthiness. So what is the emotion? Unworthiness? Questioning my worthiness?
Questioning whether I am fully in sync with what I want. Yeah, a little bit of that.
And just what I teach.
Because I think part of me says, I know that this is the right way to do it, to not dig so hard, but instead stay in alignment
All
with
right,
it. I know that's
so
right.
feel the
and then I'll
emotion.
hit a hesitation where I go, well, if that's the way it should be, then everything should unfold
So
faster.
feel the emotion of it, touch it for a moment, and then reach for something that gives you relief from that. And don't try to jump so far as you would in your lecture. Just reach for the improved emotion for yourself.
Okay.
What is it?
I think on a daily basis right now, it's got to be to just release the action. Because I get hung up in, should I be calling people back to get moving on things? And I know that that's not the right way.
But it's not about acting or not acting.
Okay.
It's about finding the feeling that gives you some relief. And when you find the feeling that gives you the relief, you'll feel like doing some action. So what's the feeling that you're wanting relief from? Inadequacy? Unworthiness? Not enoughness?
Not enoughness.
And so what moves you just from that? In other words, feel for some thoughts and try to get some relief from that.
Definitely whenever I think about the experiences I've had and what I've been able to create, and knowing that it is going to happen.
I'm doing all right, and this
Yeah,
is something
yeah.
that cycles, and I
Yeah.
reach out, and then I sort of hold my own,
Yeah.
and I'm doing just fine. And when I see how far I've come, I know that I'm onto something, and I can see how people light up, and I can feel that I'm making a difference, and I know that it's working in my life, and people are having advantage as a result of it, and everything in its own good time. So what is the emotion that is being fostered here?
Oh, that's excitement. Absolutely.
But on the way to that,
Yeah.
it is sort of reassurance. In other words, it's reassuring that I'm on the right track. And you feel that reassuring myself, you have access to some reassurance from where you were.
Oh, yeah.
And so reassure yourself for a little while. So spend a couple of days in that reassurance.
So is that okay to get up every day and just reassure myself for a couple days?
That's what we're saying to you today.
Okay. I don't have to get on the phone and call all these people and do all this stuff. I can sit and just
Well, you can get on the phone and call all those people, but you won't get the results that you're looking from until you've moved the emotion a little bit, you see. And so what we're saying, from that place of reassurance, inspiration can come from reassurance, but inspiration is not going to come from that feeling of not enoughness. In other words, you've got to bridge it a little further before you feel inspired to the action. You hear us say the words that you're wanting to line up your energy and then take the inspired action. But the question that comes up a lot is, well, how do I know when I'm ready for the inspired action? And we say, it's inspired. It's inspired. You feel like doing it. You're doing it because you want to do it, not because you should do it or because somebody else wants you to do it. In other words, it's inspired. You can't hold yourself back. You just got to do it. You got to pick up the phone. You just blunder into it. It's like the idea thinks you rather than you thinking the idea. It's inspired.
And I do know that difference. And I know that gut feeling of when, oh, this is right. And I just am trying to get myself comfortable with.
Did you hear that inspiration that just burst through there?
Oh, I know.
Yes,
right.
You do.
I definitely do. And I'm just, right now, just trying to feel comfortable with the fact that more of that is going to come. Right now, I'm in that kind of that holding zone, and I just want to feel acceptance of that.
Use better words than holding. I'm in this progressing zone. I'm in this expanding zone. I'm in this evaluating zone. I'm in this improving zone. I'm in this perfect place. I'm in this evolving place. I'm in this data collecting place. I'm in this inspiration seeking place. I'm in this really good place. I'm in this lovely place.
And
I have such a lovely... No, you should get over there right now. You should jump all the way from where you are to the end of creation and then be done and dead.
I think I'm done. Thank you.
We have enjoyed this interaction immensely. This has been co-creating at its best. We are always pleased at your willingness to chew on the same thing over and over and over again for the purpose of refining it and bringing yourself to a new place of knowing. We are appreciative of those who have been willing to sit in the chair today because while in some cases it felt like slow going, it was extraordinary achievement that we achieved here today. We do not think that you will ever again not understand the power and the value of your emotion and what it is telling you right here and now. And it is our desire that you leave here feeling glad for wherever you are, and however you feel. It's really time for you to stop being mad at yourself for where you are and being glad about where you're going. It's really time for you to start appreciating who you are and loving the focused environment in which you stand. It would not matter to us if we were talking to someone who had achieved all things but this one last thing, or whether we were talking to someone who had 100 things that were not complete, that were really important to them now. Our message is always the same. You are where you are, and where you are is just fine. But where you are will not last, and the way you choose to feel determines the direction in which you move. Your inner being is constantly aware of you and rooting for you and knowing everything that you've been asking for and has clear view of that and is always calling out inspiration to help you to get closer to where you think you want to be. Not because where you are is not good, but because you are evolving beings that must continue to have motion. You cannot stand still. And so, as you have this new decision, and we can feel it formulating powerfully within many of you, if you have this new decision that says, I am going to make the best of where I am. So as you are thinking about something from childhood, you make the best of it and move from it. As you are thinking about something that someone has served you for lunch, and you make the best of it and move from it. As you think about something that someone said to you and you make the best of it and move from it, you've got to get in a very good place very fast about that or about anything you turn your attention to. There is so much love here for you. And it is not a difficult thing for us to make the best of that which you are. Because we have seen your future. And we know how good it is. Relax and enjoy it personally. There is great love here for you. We are complete.